Hi everyone, I'm Ellen Goldberg, the owner of Briar Patch Bed and Breakfast Inn in Middleburg, Virginia. Welcome to our virtual wedding and event tour. We're doing this on Thursday, April 2nd. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, we're doing a virtual video because so many of our prospective brides and grooms would love to come here, but feel like they can't come right now. And this is definitely a beautiful time of year here in the spring to see Briar Patch and do a tour. So we wanted to do this virtual tour for you. Today what we're going to do is basically do a shortened version of our normal tour. I'm going to talk a little bit about in general about Briar Patch here, and then we're going to tour our 12 bedrooms in our 3 buildings. Then we're going to go outside and look at the outdoor ceremony sites. We have 3, as well as the area where typically people do their cocktail reception outside in good weather. And then we'll go to our Fox Den at Briar Patch event building that holds up to 200 people for your reception and party and dinner and dancing. And then we'll come back here and talk a little bit about our pricing and some more details about weddings here. So let me give you a basic overview. Briar Patch Bed and Breakfast Inn, we have been in business. This is our 18th year. We opened in 2002. We've been doing weddings right from the beginning. So we're one of the most experienced wedding venues in Loudoun County, and in our 18th year, we're still loving doing weddings. We have 47 acres on this former dairy farm, and most of the weddings do an entire weekend package. So we have 3 wedding packages. We have the entire weekend where you come on Friday and stay exclusively on the property till Sunday, do rehearsal dinner Friday night, usually by our pool, Saturday breakfast for those staying overnight. We can accommodate 28 to 30 people overnight. And then Saturday afternoon, the women usually bring hair and makeup people into the cottage and get ready. The men are often going to the local wineries, hanging out, watching the games on TV, or just hanging out in general. And then the ceremony happens usually late in the afternoon on Saturday, with the ceremony outside if it's good weather, dinner and dancing in the event building until midnight on a weekend. Then breakfast again Sunday morning and out by noon. So that's our typical package, and it makes us rather unique in that since we do have so many bedrooms, 12 bedrooms, and an event building that holds up to 200 people, you can really surround yourselves with family and friends for the entire weekend and make it a very, very special wedding for you. Our other packages we do in certain months, well really all months except for September and October, we will do a Saturday only wedding where you'll have the exclusive use of the property all day Saturday till noon on Sunday. Now we're going to talk about the accommodations part of Briar Patch. We have 8 bedrooms in this 200-year-old house, and I am currently in the oldest part of the house from 1805 in the Iris Room. All our bedrooms have queen-size beds, and except for one, the one right upstairs has a king bed. So let me describe our accommodations here in the main house. We have 2 bedrooms on the first floor, one called the Iris Room that has a queen bed and a private bath and a door to the outside. We also have the Daisy Room, which has a private bath and a door to the outside. We are pet friendly, so we like to put those that have pets, dogs, in these rooms so they can have access to the outside. Also on the first floor here is our beautiful 2 living rooms for hanging out, and our kitchen, very large kitchen, where we can have about 20 people or so eating inside and another group of people eating outside. Upstairs, this is an old farmhouse, okay, so we decided not to reconfigure it. So upstairs we have 6 bedrooms and 3 baths. So there are 3 two-bedroom suites. Each 2 rooms share 1 bath. And our 3 suites are the Rose Room, which has a beautiful queen bed with 4 posters and a view of Bull Run Mountain. And it shares a bathroom with the Sunflower Room, which is also a very bright room. The next suite is the Hyacinth and Violet suite. The Hyacinth room has a queen bed and a fireplace. It has the bathroom in between the 2 rooms, so on the other side of the bathroom is the Violet room, and the Violet room is our room with a king-size bed, and it is in the oldest part of the house from 1805 as well. The final suite upstairs is the Lily and Carnation rooms. These are 2 rooms that share a bath in the hallway, and each room has a queen-size bed, and it is located towards the back of the house. All of our rooms have windows on 2 sides, so they're all bright and airy, even though it's an over 200-year-old house. Next, we have our separate cottage. It's a separate little house next to the main house, and it is usually where the bride and the bridal party, the women, get ready, where the bride and groom stay overnight. And it has a nice big living room and dining area where you can set up for your hair and makeup. It has a kitchen. It has a big bathroom with both a tub and a shower. And it has a beautiful bedroom with a queen bed and lots of space for great getting ready photos. Our newest accommodation is something we call the Hill House. And this is a house that is next to the upper ceremony site. It's separated from the rest of the buildings. It's at the end of the driveway. And it actually has 2 bedrooms, a living room, dining area, kitchen, and bathroom. In the living room, it has a futon that can pull out into a sofa, bed. And then there are 2 bedrooms. One bedroom has a queen bed, and the other bedroom also has a queen bed. And then there's a separate kitchen and a bathroom. So that's the Hill House. We actually only use the Hill House for weddings and events. Now we're going to talk about the outside here at Briar Patch. There are several areas where you can do your rehearsal dinner and your cocktail reception and your ceremony all outside in good weather. So our pool area is probably the most popular spot to do a rehearsal dinner. We have a beautiful grassy area where we can put tables and chairs for you to do a barbecue on your own, or you can bring in a caterer of your choosing to cater your rehearsal dinner. Our pool is basically open from sometime in early May through about the end of October. So it's a beautiful spot to do rehearsal dinner outside. Our event building, which we'll talk about next, is also available in case it's not good weather and you need to do your rehearsal dinner inside. For your outdoor ceremony, we have 3 locations on the property for doing ceremonies outside. Our most popular spot is probably the area next to the main house, and it has a beautiful old tree where you can have, which you could use as your background for your ceremony, and there are horse paddocks right behind that tree, and the horses often listen to the music and will come and watch your ceremony. And it is a shady spot most of the day, so it is particularly a good location in warm weather. Another area for doing your ceremony is the front yard of the main house. We have a beautiful 200-year-old, actually 300-year-old Osage orange tree where you could do your ceremony under that tree, and you can also do it in front of the main house, facing the main house. The third location, which is probably the most popular location in the fall because it's at the end of the driveway and it's a little bit higher up and has awesome view of Bull Run Mountains in the background. And it's a little bit higher up, so it's just a beautiful sight in the fall. On our website, briarpatchbnb.com, on the galleries pages, we have lots of photos of these ceremonies and these 3 ceremony sites. So if you're interested in seeing what Briar Patch looks like in each of the 4 seasons, we also have lots of photos of real weddings in each of the 4 seasons on the galleries page. And we have that galleries page also organized so you can see photos of rehearsal dinners, ceremonies, cocktail receptions, and dinner and dancing in the event building, all on that page, organized by the various aspects of your wedding. Welcome to the Fox Den at Briar Patch, our event building that holds up to 200 people for weddings, parties, and events. Our building is a building that was an old tractor shed barn that we renovated and added on to about 10 years ago. This building is comprised of 3 rooms in an L shape that are all connected. The Bronze Fox room is a relatively smaller room that's good for rehearsal dinners, and you can also do ceremonies, if it's not good weather outside, for up to 100 people in the Bronze Fox room. This room also can be used as kind of a lounge area to be a little bit separated from the dancing and music and eating. And I, in fact, am sitting on one of the 2 couches that we have in this room. This Bronze Fox room can also be used for rehearsal dinner on Friday night on a weekend wedding if it's not good weather outside, and it can accommodate about 50 people in round tables. The Silver Fox room is the room that's typically used for the buffet. And as I mentioned, we can have up to 200 people. So if you do a buffet for 200 people, you're going to want to have, pretty large buffet with room for people to go on either side of the buffet. That room can also be used for rehearsal dinners for larger groups. And sometimes people decide to use the Silver Fox room as the dance floor and have the Gold Fox room be for eating. Now, the Gold Fox room is probably our most popular room. It is beautiful with 2 crystal chandeliers, and it can accommodate 200 people sit down eating, as well as a dance floor. The Gold Fox room can also be used as an alternative location to hold your ceremony for up to 200 people, if it's not good weather to hold your ceremony outside. We also have 2 outdoor patios, one of which has an awesome view of Bull Run Mountain in the background. We have 2 fire pits, and this is a great location to have some cocktails or some seating to get away from the music and to relax. The dinner and dancing is usually in the Gold Fox room. It can have a buffet in the back of the room if you choose to have the dance floor in the Silver Fox room. Let me also mention that we are an open venue. We allow you to bring in any licensed and insured caterer of your choosing. We do have a recommended list on our website for caterers, photographers, florists, and other wedding vendors, but we can accommodate any vendor of your choosing. We would like you to have your wedding your way and choose whatever vendors that you want. I'd like to end our virtual tour talking about the people of Briar Patch. Briar Patch is owned by myself and my husband Dan, and this is our 18th year owning Briar Patch and doing weddings. We also have 2 lovely young ladies as our managers. Amanda and Samia. Amanda Baden is not only one of our managers, but she is also a pastry chef. She does wonderful breakfast pastries as well as quiches and other wonderful food for breakfast. And she can be hired to do wedding cakes, cupcakes, other desserts for your wedding. Our other manager is Samia J. Rab, and she is a professional wedding photographer. In fact, she is the one who's making this video for us today. Samia has been on staff for about a year and is a professional photographer and can be hired to photograph your engagement photos, your weddings, and even your children if and when you have them. Let me also talk about our housekeeping staff, Alejandra and Claudia, who keep our 12 bedrooms spotless, and you can imagine in this coronavirus situation, they are being called on even more to keep Briar Patch clean and safe. I hope you have enjoyed this virtual tour. We really hope to be able to have you come out here personally and tour around with us one day soon.